What's up, everybody? This is NorbCam coming on to you here. It's Seahawks Sunday game day. Less than an hour from kickoff, and I am hustling to get over to the viewing party over at Emerald Downs. They probably just opened the doors over there. I had to take my daughter to her volleyball camp this morning, so I'm running all over the place. What's up, Flesh? Flesh Cannon. Interesting name, by the way. I hope you guys will tune into my live stream in about an hour once I get over there and watch the game with me, as you guys are probably watching the game wherever you are from, on the television or online. Hopefully you can do that and stream me also. Quick update on the injury front. No real surprise on the Seahawks side for their major injuries. DJ Fluker, right guard, and Dwayne Brown, left tackle, are indeed out like we had suspected they would be. But I think a little bit of the surprise on the other side, the Cleveland Browns, the two cornerbacks who were thought to be making their return today will not be. Greedy Williams, I believe, and Ward, the other cornerback, they are both, in the latest injury report, not playing today. So that might be a little bit of a break for Seattle. As I understand, those two guys are some pretty good corners, not available for this game. So that might help free up a little bit of opportunities for our Seahawks. What did I just say? I was looking at somebody's thing, distracted me in the chat. Our Seahawks receivers going against that secondary, might be some opportunities there. So yeah, this is it. I've been having a couple of interesting collaborations this past week with Paul Jameson and Unger to the Max, two Cleveland Brown YouTubers, this past few days, which has been really fun, really entertaining, and very educational for me, as I don't necessarily know that much about the Cleveland Browns. So hearing it from the insider's standpoint, from a couple of diehard fans, was really informative for me to learn a little bit more about the opponent, what to look for in this game. So the table is set, and we're less than an hour away from the game. I'm very excited and very, as usual, nervous about this, hoping that we can find a way to get off to a quick start, because I feel like for us it's magnified when Seattle scores and gets on top quickly, a touchdown or even more than that. We tend to run away from teams. It's usually the slow starts and the low-scoring, tight affairs that then force everything to get decided in the fourth quarter. I'd like to have a no-stress game today. I'd love to get off to a 2-score lead, go into the half with more than 4-point lead, because as I've mentioned before, the Seahawks, when they have a 4-point or more lead going into the half, they are 56-0. That's a staggering statistic, and that's under the Pete Carroll era. Hard to believe, because you think 4-point lead at the half doesn't sound like something that would be that difficult to do, but more often than not, we're usually behind or within 4 points. So let's see if we can do that and get a lead early and go into the half with that kind of a lead. No Rashad Penny either, by the way. Still dealing with a hamstring problem, so a little disappointed that Penny's been having such struggles getting back on the field. So Chris Carson, the workhorse, the bell cow, is going to be leaned on hard to get those tough yards. And Cleveland's front four is a pretty stout group. They're a pretty tough group, and we're going to have to work hard with our backup lineman, George Fant, at left tackle. DeMarco Jones did a good job last week filling in for Fluker, who got hurt early in the game, and really didn't see a drop off. If anything, he locked it down pretty good on his right side. So the big one will be, of course, without Dwayne Brown, the all-pro tackle, on our left tackle protecting Wilson's blind side. That's going to be George Fant's job now, where George Fant, as of late, he's been used as kind of that second tight end, that extra blocker on the right side or the left side, depending on which was the strong side, and helping chip defensive linemen on the edge. So now he's going to be thrown into the fire in the full-blown, most important position of left tackle. So, which is where he started his first year here before he had the knee injury. So we'll see. He's had some experience, but it's been a while since I think he's played that position solely. So hopefully he's ready to do it. Wilson's just going to have eyes on the back of his head, with his head on a swivel, because that pressure could be coming hard from that left side of the line. So it's going to be an interesting matchup as we watch this game unfold. Of course, on the defensive side, relatively healthy, but always a concern against receivers like Odell Beckham Jr. and Jarvis Landry, two guys who can really stretch the field. They're going to have their hands full with those guys. So, and Chubbs, their Cleveland Browns running back, who's really had a good year in a not so impressive season for the team, but he has actually has more yards per carries and more touchdowns than even Chris Carson, who's considered one of the top backs in the NFL. So Chubbs is a force to be reckoned with. We're going to have to stop them in the same way they're going to try to stop Chris Carson. So we've got kind of similar types of game plans and goals to accomplish. The biggest difference between the two teams, where I think it's kind of evenly matched up, is coaching. I think we have an advantage with Pete Carroll and Schottenheimer versus Freddie Kitchens, first-year head coach, who I think is still yet to figure out what kind of team he is, as discussed by my collab with Unger to the Max, and also hasn't figured out how to use all his toys. He has all these shiny new toys and doesn't quite know how to work with them yet. Whereas Pete Carroll's, definitely knows his team, knows what their identity is, and it's just a matter of executing for these young players. And of course, the biggest advantage, Baker Mayfield versus Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson clearly superior quarterback in every aspect of the game, mentally, physically, experience, arm strength, running ability, all that stuff falls right into Russell's favor. So hopefully that's enough to tilt the field our way and get us the win. But we're gonna have to also, the thing that might make all the difference between all these things could be special teams and turnovers. So got to get those turnovers when their opportunities come, and we've got to make sure that we secure the ball, and on special teams got to make those field goals, make those extra points, and punt that ball and cover it, and don't turn it over. Simple, repetitive, we say it every week, but it is kind of a simple game when you look at it, and that's what Seattle's got to do. So we'll see how it goes. You'll be right there with me in less than 50 minutes from now, going live. Hope you'll join me, and we'll have some fun for the next 3 hours from kickoff time from Emerald Downs. Hope to see some of you there in person if any of you are watching this. If not, for those of you who are watching this now remotely, I will look forward to seeing you and seeing your messages and experiencing the ups and downs of this Seahawks-Browns matchup. All right, talk to you guys later. Got to get all painted up and in the building, but be online shortly. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Looking forward to this. It's going to be great. Go Hawks.